Hi, I'm Susan Featherly from Town Center Realty Group. Welcome to Flippin Fridays. Today we're going to shoot a quick little video on some of the smart home features that are in the property at 4461 Caledonia. Let's start with the bath. So as I said, we're going to start in the master bathroom, and the other bathroom actually has the same features, just the master's a little bit more masterful. Alright, so we have a Kohler toilet. Now everybody that came to our open house asked me if this was a Japanese toilet, and it's not. It's actually made from Kohler. And it has a remote control. So it's not really a smart feature, but kind of, because it has a remote control. So with this thing, you can do pretty much anything you could dream you could do with the toilet. All right, so for instance, we can have the seat go up just by walking in front of it. The sensor will pick that up and the seat will fly up. Now at nighttime, it has an LED light in the middle so that you can see where you're going in the middle of the night. Also, if you're a guy, you can actually have that come up too with the remote, and we can flush, and you can put the seat back down. And the seat is also heated because it is essential in Southern California where the temperature sometimes could drop into the 70s. You would probably want to have that heated toilet seat for sure. It also deodorizes as well as cleans and dries as well. It also dries you off. So this is our Kohler toilet. All right, joining me in the kitchen is Barinder China.
Howdy, folks.
He is the brains behind this entire operation. He designed the entire house, designed the layout, and picked out every material, as well as designed the smart home features. So Barinder, tell us a little bit about these smart home features.
All right, so the brains of the smart home are these two devices right here. One, that's an Apple device, and that one is an Amazon device. That's a speaker, a smart speaker. It's a HomePod Mini, and we have an Echo Show, which is basically you can give Alexa commands to that. So right. Yeah, let's take it from there.
Yeah, let's start with the kitchen sink. We have a Kohler kitchen sink. So,
all right. So one of the smart home features we have is a smart faucet. So you can do a few things with this. You know, if you have things in your hand, you know,
like your hands are all dirty.
Yeah, or if your hands are dirty or something, you don't want to touch the faucet, you can just wave, and it can you can just turn it on with a wave, and then turn it off with a wave.
Yay!
That's one of the things. Another thing you can ask Alexa is to turn the water on or off and pour you a certain amount of water.
This might answer your question.
So yeah, don't say Alexa because she'd start responding.
Yeah,
Alexa,
she'll just
stop.
Alexa, stop. She's too smart, guys.
Yeah. So let's try one of the commands and see how it works. Alexa, ask Kohler to pour me a cup of water.
Dispensing one cup.
Whoa.
We'll do that. A couple of other things just quickly to show. Alexa, ask Kohler to turn the kitchen faucet on.
Your kitchen faucet on is off.
So you have to be specific with certain commands. Maybe I didn't use it right. Alexa, ask Kohler to turn on the kitchen faucet.
There you go. Yeah, so I think it's really important. You have to get the commands down right.
Yeah. Now, if you let this run, it has a built-in feature where after 4 minutes, it's going to shut off. So if you forget it, you don't have to worry about you know, wasting a lot of water. It'll turn off the water after about 4 minutes. Yeah. The other thing, manual levers right here. I just did the wave, so it turned off. But the manual lever is right there, so you can turn on and off as just like a regular faucet.
But for the commands to work, you always have to make sure that you keep it in the on position.
So there's a light here. You have to keep it in the on position, and this light has to be on. If it's in the off position, you cannot give it any commands.
Right. So you can't expect to turn it on if it's off to begin with.
Right.
Right. I think the other thing too is all the lights are all commanded by her also.
Right. The entire lighting in the house is smart lighting. So it's a combination of Lutron smart switches, Philips Hue lighting, and ID smart switches. So you can just ask Alexa to turn any particular light on or off, or you can ask her to turn the entire area on and off. So let's try the kitchen one. Alexa, turn the kitchen lights on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You have it on.
With that command, she's got the chandelier on, she's got the kitchen recess lighting on, as well as the under cabinet lighting and underneath the island as well.
Yeah.
So, Alexa, turn the kitchen lights off.
Okay.
Yay. All right,
Yeah.
now let's take another look at a different feature.
So one more thing I quickly wanted to point out is if you don't like voice commands, you can control everything through the iPad. So this is your smart home hub as well. So there's two iPads, one up here and one downstairs in the master bedroom. And if you don't want to call out commands, you can just use that as like a remote control sort of.
Oh, so everything's under remote control.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out what she does with the air conditioning or the heat. So take a look over here. We're currently set at 70 degrees.
So I'm going to ask her to change the temperature. Alexa, set the upstairs AC to 72 degrees.
The AC is set to 72.
Voila.
Wow, she listened. All right, and then you can also control the TV screen as well, right?
Yeah. Another thing you can control is the TV screen, the washer and dryer downstairs. You don't really control the washer and dryer, but it's more so a diagnostic tool. Like if the washer and dryer is running, you can ask her how much time is left on it, what cycle it's on, things like that. So let's try the TV first. Alexa, turn the TV off.
Okay.
Yay!
So right now there's only one TV connected to the smart home. If you have more TVs, you have to call out each one individually by name. You give it a certain name and you call it out by name. Alexa, turn the TV on.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Great. All right, now I know that you also have different features set up outside, different lighting features, and how can you set these? Do they just...
So the same way, yeah, it's the same way. So the lighting is all controlled. It's given a certain name. So for outside, we have landscape lighting for all the lighting that's all around the perimeter.
Like all the bamboo trees.
Yeah, the bamboo trees and outside along the lawn. And then for the others, for the wall sconces, which are Philips Hue wall sconces, you would just say outdoor lighting. So
it'd be just Alexa, turn the outdoor lighting on.
Yeah.
Now this is really great if you're somebody who travels a lot, because you can have it go on or off at regular times every day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the outdoor lights are on now. So, so because you said it. But yeah, if you're traveling, it works really well for you. The other thing is you can set scenes in there. So you can set a schedule. Let's turn it on this time, turn it off at this time, and you can also set up certain voice commands that you want to perform certain functions. So you can say something like entertain me, and you can have that as a catchphrase where Alexa can perform a bunch of commands. So it can dim the lighting in certain areas, or can set the colors of the Philips lighting to whatever color you decide in the app, and so you can create mood lighting that way. So it works out good. You can have certain presets and scenes, and it'll just implement that.
Right.
So.
And another thing too is if you recall from previous videos, all of the rooms have little niches in them that you can put your Alexa Echoes in.
Yeah, let's go take a look at one of the niches.
Let's take a look at one of those.
These are the niches where you would put a smart speaker, whatever smart speaker you have. There are plenty of them on the market. You know, you can put Alexa speakers or Siri speakers, or there are third-party ones too, like Sonos and some other ones. You can put those. So if you want to just come over here, and you can see all of these have an outlet with a USB A and C charging in there as well. So you can just place your speaker here, and it can also act as an intercom between rooms.
Right, and like we do a lot, we'll play music. So we like, you know, Alexa, play classical music in the entire house.
Yeah, and you can set them up so that the music plays in the entire house, like Susan was just saying.
Yeah. So, all right, so we're kind of back in the kitchen now, and there's another feature we wanted to talk about. The property has cameras all around it, as well as Ring devices. So tell us a little bit about that. Yeah, so all the there's a security camera in every room, and also the hallway, and there's a couple of security cameras on the outside of the building, which are actually floodlight cams. So you know, they have sensors in it. When you walk by it, the lights go on and it starts recording. And there's two Ring doorbells, one at the door right here and one at the front gate. So all of these are Ring devices, Ring cameras, and they record when they detect a movement. They'll record a small snippet of the video and give you a notification. Like, for instance, one day it went off at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and what were those, like raccoons that went across the backyard? So, yeah, exactly. And you can set the sensitivity based on your needs. You can also there's features in there where it knows how to detect animals from people and other other inanimate movements like wind or leaves from actual movement. And so you can set it based on your preferences. But just to give you an idea of how it's linked to the home system is when somebody rings the doorbell, it'll pop up, the live feed will pop up on your Echo Show, and you can also on command ask her to show you a certain area or whichever camera you wish to see. So let's just give it a try with one of the outdoor cameras. Alexa, show me the front gate.
Okay.
Oh, wow, you can see the LA Department of Water and Power's truck right out there.
Yeah, so you get a live feed when you ask it, and just like anything, when you want to stop it, just say, Alexa, stop.
All right, that's great. That's great. So pretty much the house has a ton of features and that we've already programmed into it, and you can program a ton more actually. I mean, people can just go on probably the website for Alexa or the Apple Pod there and come up with different commands. But it is really important on the commands that you say the command exactly how it's programmed. Otherwise, you're like annoyed and irritated at her all the time. So have to make sure you get those commands down.
Like you noticed when we first started, the Faucet command wasn't right, so she did nothing. She just said some gibberish, and that was it.
Yeah, so you really need to get the commands down. Don't get mad at Alexa, get mad at yourself.
Now, Apple's assistant, smart assistant Siri, is better at if you give it vague commands, it's better at recognizing those, but it is not as it is not hooked into as many systems as Alexa is. Alexa is hooked into pretty much everything, like Ring and other things, whereas Apple's assistant is really not hooked up into some of the things. So that's the drawback, but it does recognize commands better than Alexa does.
Right. Yeah.
So they both have pros and cons. So both are here. There are certain third-party things that you can buy for the Apple Assistant. One of them is called Hoobs, H-O-O-B-S. So it's a home hub which you can connect like the Ring camera and all these things that are not in the Apple ecosystem. You can connect those to that, and then you can access them through the Apple ecosystem.
Oh. All right, well, great. All right, well, plenty of great information. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section. We'll see you next week, and in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next week.